What's
Alex.
good, Kiki? What's good, Sway?
What up, man?
Hey, what happening?
Hey, not much. Hey, Kiki, I just wanted to say, hey, man, SPM, man, how influential is he still in the city of Houston?
South Park Mexican.
Oh man, let me tell you how much he's an influence in the city. I just got through doing about 4 or 5 songs for him in the last 2 or 3 months, man. This man is still dropping albums, still making money like he outside, man. I just done 4 or 5, and now his kids and his daughter is singing, his son making the beats. Man, South Park dropped 2 or 3 albums per year. I just done, like I say, I just done 4 or 5 songs with him in the last 2 or 3 months. Man, to be crazy, you could talk to South Park. You call at any kind of time, just regular. If you go over there to the office, he on the phone for hours. You know what I'm saying? So he's still relevant in the city for sure.
That's a great example of the person you were talking about earlier who, you might not hear him in another state on their radio or, top iTunes or whatever, but that dude has been consistently making money and doing shows.
Man, his family is
well
great
off.
and well off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, like, they call you and spend money, you think South Park in the next room. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But shout out South Park. He's still rolling.
Lil Kiki with a self-made 2 out this Friday.
Did you?
Who's the most underrated rapper you know it?
Besides myself?
Besides yourself.
I don't know, man. I would have to say probably South Park Mexican.
Yeah, he just got out.
Yeah. He got out?
I think he got out.
No.
He's still locked up.
He's still locked up.
He's still locked up. Okay, but I know something different. Okay.
No, you would know if he got out.
Okay.
He's not out yet.
Just the essay. He's still in there.
Oh, no, I know. We was on the same regulator back in the day. I would know if he was out.
And then you talk about SPM, okay? And then what I tell people all the time, the reason why he called himself South Park Mexican is because that whole South Park name was already popular because of us. See, so why would you use that name? See what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking it, but I'm just saying that's why would you do that? If you got somebody, if you can think of somebody that just, if I'm trying to come up and play golf, and my last name Jones, I'm saying, man, I'm Tiger Jones. That's gonna automatically connect you with that golf association because people know Tiger like that. So when he came out with South Park Mexican, that was because of the fact that that name South Park was already popular, and that gave him kind of a springboard. Just okay, well, yeah, South Park Mexican. So, but we always been cool with Carlos. I mean, since from day one. Back when Carlos used to have the Hillwood cassette tapes that he used to be selling out his trunk in Boomerang parking lot. Since day one, we was always tight with Carlos. So I mean, we ain't never had no problem with Carlos. I've been one of the people that like, man, I don't condemn Carlos. What Carlos, one of the last conversations I had with him, I seen Carlos and Timmy Chan, and he straight up told me out of his own mouth, he said, man, put it like this, he told me what he did do and what he didn't do. And he said it in a way where I believed him. I believe that he just got caught up in some BS, honestly. But anytime I ever called him, if I ever called him and asked him to do something for me, if he wasn't busy, he came and did it. You know what I'm saying? And he would never, if he wasn't busy, he came and did it because he always told me how much he appreciated us. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I ain't got no problem with Carlos at all.
Never would have known about Houston if it wasn't for the South Park Mexican. Don't listen to what niggas say and everything. If you know Carlos and you know the South Park Mexican, and you know he wouldn't do no shit like that, don't be sucking the government's dick, man. Come on.
Maybe. Probably 17. Because I want to say I was with, it had to be 17 because that's around the year I actually linked with DJ Screw, where me and him became fam. I think 98 was around the time I was dealing with, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the homie South Park Mexican, you know what I'm saying? That was one of my close homies, free him. And 99 was when I put out my first album. So that's when I was just now finishing up my stuff.
I never did any music with South Park Mexican or anything like that, not even to say anything of his character any time of any of that era when he got his $2.5 million from the deal, before any of those allegations and all that. When I plugged in with Peter Lopez, rest in peace, my attorney, to go to Universal Records and get him that deal for Peter, with Peter. Ain't nobody else can go back and say that. Ain't nobody else can deny it. Ain't nobody else can say that. But you got to understand this. That was way past a year and a half. Those allegations came way after that boy had money and Mercedes. When he was a humble cat and was out there in the struggle, in the street and all that, I'm going to tell you right now, man, that kid was just like every one of us in the hustle doing this thing. I don't know Texas law. I'm not going to discuss it with you. I know Texas justice is a motherfucker. I know there's a lot of motherfuckers locked behind walls and institutionalized over probably bullshit from Texas justice. But that's not for me or anybody that don't live in that state. I've had family members that live in Tejas. Like I said, I love Texas to the fullest. I salute all the artists, Latino, that are out there making noise and doing things. You know what I mean? The Just Latinos, the Juan Gottis, my man, I'm telling you, Low G's, man. And the list will go on and on and on and on and on, man. On and on of people out there and people that went out there, man. I took Baby Bash out there, man. That was my first hype man originally to take him out there and got him plugged. And that's how that whole thing with all the music that got done after the fact, I wasn't out there after that.
I'm enlightening all our viewers right now on what's going on in this H-Town music scene. Bam, we're gonna start off in 1995, popped out with Swangin' and Bangin', you know what I'm saying, one of the national known hits. We dropped it like that, you know what I'm saying. 1996, Lil Kiki hit the scene, man, he wrecked the scene, you know what I'm saying. One of the first Mexicans that I know that wrecked off, man, that boy Carlos, AKA, you know what I'm saying? Walk Mexican, that boy came out, he done y'all real gravy. That's for real, you know what I'm saying? Real. Early 1997, we hit y'all with P.A.T. Rest in peace to him, Fat Pat, you know what I'm saying? And I really miss this cat, you know what I'm saying? I really miss this cat. He one of the throatest that H-Town was ever gonna see. Of course, later 97, you had a lot of hits coming from the H-Town scene. DEA. You know what I'm saying? Kojak, all them boys over there, Big Hawk, which is Fat Pat's brother. Them boys came out wrecking, you know what I'm saying? You had Southside Players. Who else you had? You had D from Trinity Garden Cartel was putting it down, you know what I'm saying, for show on that North. You know what I'm saying? Fifth Ward Boys, they was still in the mix doing their thing. Lil Troy, he came out early 1998. Him and Youngster, the boys came out with a hit that's really respected, you know what I'm saying? DJ DMD, when he put out Fat Pat, him and Kiki, 25 lighters. Man, the boys represented. You feel that?
Woo, I killed him. That's a real fast-ass beat for the club. I know motherfuckers gonna show up much love. I'm on the freestyle motherfucking tip. Got all these bitches on my motherfucking dick. Man, what's the deal? Man, tell me, yo. Hoes knocking all on my hotel door. What the fuck y'all want? We wanna suck your nuts. Man, hold up. I fuck with hoes with the big old buzz. It's just me, SP. Girls think I'm sexy. All MCs know who the best be next to him. The motherfucking Mexican. They call this motherfucking Grim. Hold him up. We finna take over like you mix baking soda with a motherfucking spoon of crack cocaine. Hold up, it's all in my brain. One thing, for sure, for the game to last. Man, let me catch my breath. One fucking thing, I ain't afraid of death. If a nigga wanna step to this, I twist his motherfucking neck like the Exorcist.